It's time to get real, raw, and vulnerable. I'm your host, Latnovia, and this is RRV, where we say what's real, feel what's uncomfortable, and grow through it anyways. Let's go. Welcome to RRV Blogcast. We all are storytellers. Your story is your identity. You can rewrite your story. Your story can shape your life. Love isn't always expressed the same way. Welcome to RRV Blogcast, the place where I discuss my blogs that I've written on my website. Today's conversation is a very personal and also a powerful one. A blog I wrote a while back on the website titled Your Story Defines Your Life. I'll add the link below. If you've read it before, then you know the heart behind my words. But in this space, I just want to go beyond what I've written and just share what I was really feeling and what I was thinking within that moment. The blog speaks about your story, my story, the one that we've been telling ourselves and the one that we've been living. So let me ask you a question before I dive into this blog itself. Does your story define your life, or do you define your story? Because the truth is, your story can shape your life, but it does not have to define it forever. While discussing the blog, I will talk about how my experience shaped me into who I am today, how I love, and how I make decisions. So let me just read the first paragraph of the blog. I'm not going to read the blog, but I'm going to read something from it. It says, life is a journey, and we all travel different roads, sometimes similar, but never the same. We often hear that our story do not define our life, but rather how we tell them does. Is that really true? Does your story define us, or do we define them? Some of our experience may look the same on the outside, but the way we interpret them, the stories we tell about them, is what makes us unique or make the story unique. Your story is your identity. Remember that all the time. It creates your uniqueness. It helps you to understand yourself and also allow others to understand you. Because to truly know someone is to know their story. For instance, like a person that growing up single family home or grew up in a loving home, their story is different. And at the end of the day, if you don't know that's their situation and that's their story, then you're going to think that they understand what you're going through and how you see things. We all are storytellers. Come on. Whether you think it or not, or whether you realize it or not, every single one of us carries a story. And the truth is, we repeat that story to ourselves every single day. Sometimes we say things like, oh, that's the way I am. I do this because this is how my life has always been. That's something that we always say. Oh, I've always been like this. My life has been like this, and without even realizing, that story becomes our identity. But here's the reality. Sometimes we give our past and our story more power than it deserves. It's not just what happens to us, it's how we choose to interpret them. So ask yourself, are you telling your story from a place of growth or from a place of limitations? Because sometimes our story isn't the truth, but a familiarity. That's what it is. What story are you really telling yourself? What story are you telling others? For me, I tell myself that, I'm not a product of my past, but I am a product of my decisions.
My story started with how I was raised, and that is why I shared in the first part before doing any of these blogs that I've written, because you have an understanding of who I am. And my mother raised me for the first 5 years, the early part of my childhood, and my grandmother was there who gave me all that love and that cuddling, because my mother had another daughter, a son, and also my elder sister. And instead of focusing on what I didn't have, I focused on what I did have. So the love shaped me into who I am today. It made me more independent. It made me stronger. It made me more resilient. And that became a part of my story. But I chose to make it a part of my story. So we can't use that story and our experiences to say, this is what happened to me and this is who I will always be. Because the truth is, even the hard parts of our lives are building something within us. Sometimes the love we receive may not look the way we expect it to, but it still shapes us into a powerful way. They are not just memories, they are a blueprint of who we become. As I got older, understanding love through my experiences, and a little about me. I started understanding love differently. When I met my dad, I realized something. He didn't express love the way I expected it or had it before with my grandmother and my mom. It was different. He wasn't a I love you type or, always be cuddling and kissing. No, my dad was not like that. He showed love in his own way. And that taught me something very powerful. Love isn't always expressed the same way, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. I remember growing up, and as an adult, my dad would, we would visit, and whenever we visit, he would cook. And my dad would never eat until we get there. And he would watch us eat. And while he was watching myself and my sister eat, he would not eat. And after we were done, or whatever we had left, he would eat it and then eat his dinner. And that's his way of expressing love, having a piece of us within that time. And it's just different. And we have to understand that these experiences, it shift how we are. It shifts me because it shifts the way I see people, how I receive love, how I understand relationship. And I love different as well. But my love is, I wanted the I love yous and stuff. So I'm a nurturer. I'm a lover at heart. I will tell my friends I love them. I'll tell my family I love them. I'll end a conversation and say I love you, because that's who I am. The stories that we tell also shape our decisions. Our stories don't just shape how we feel or see things, but how we think. They shape the decisions we make and it influences our choices. Because of my experience, and I can speak about myself, and I'm using these analogies because it makes you understand more of what I'm saying. And when you read the blog, if you do get a chance to read it, then you'll understand the fullness of what I'm speaking about. Because of my experience, I became more analytic. I am very cautious. I'm very intentional. I'm very calculating. I started thinking from an early age about the life I wanted. And I made decisions based on the stories I didn't want to repeat. They influence the way I see myself and growing up. They influence my views on relationship, marriage, family, stability, and whether you realize it or not, most of us do this. Our past doesn't just live behind us, it shows up in choices we make every single day. Our stories are not just personal, they are powerful tools for connection. When we open up a conversation, we create a space for understanding, empathy, healing. Our story becomes that bridge because someone, somewhere, sees themselves in your story. You can rewrite your story, and that's simple to say, but here's the most empowering truth. You, and only you, have the power to rewrite your story. What you want your life to be, make it more intentional. Use your past, use your story to write the things that you want to be. Write chapters defining you. Write lessons you carry. Write narratives you release. Because growth happens when you stop living from old stories and start creating the new ones. Sometimes we hold on to these stories as excuses. I can't because, but the real question is, what story are you hiding? What are you holding on to that's really keeping you stuck? That's something that you probably need to sit down and think about. Not every part of our story is easy. Some parts are painful. For me, one of that parts of my story was really losing my mom, and that's just the early part. Because as we get along, you will know other parts of my story. And the feeling as if I never fully received the kind of love I needed, or maybe it was expected. And that shaped me into the way I didn't even realize. It affects how I look for love, how I accept love, and what I tolerate. But even in that, there was always growth. My friends or my family would think that I'm a hard one and I have like a zero tolerance for nonsense. But it doesn't mean that I don't love, or it doesn't mean that I don't believe in love, or I'm not open to love. So take a moment and reflect. What story are you telling yourself right now? Does that story empower you or hold you back? Are you living in an old chapter, or are you writing a new one? What part of your story made you stronger? And what are you ready to release? Ask yourself these questions. Yes, our stories shape us. Yes, they influence us. And yes, they define parts of our lives. But they do not have to limit us. Because every single day, we get to write a new chapter, to shift our perspective a little, to grow, to evolve, to become a different version of ourselves. Your past may explain you, but it does not have to control you. As always, this conversation started as a written blog. Thank you for being part of my space and this conversation. If you'd like to read the full blog, I've added the link, or you can go to my website, latnovia.com. And if this episode resonated with you, I go deeper into the blog. Your story defines your life. That's the title of this episode. You might never know needs it. Share it, read it, like it. If there's a topic that you want me to talk about, you can also reach out to me at latnovia@gmail.com or info@latnovia.com. And before you go, comment below, what chapter of your life are you rewriting right now? The one you're writing right now. And what part of your story made you stronger? Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode, and follow me on all platforms. It's always Latnovia. I am Latnovia, and thank you for tuning in. Until next time, stay real, stay raw, and stay vulnerable.